Welcome back to Fratton Park. Things were going pretty well last time you were here. January obviously has been a busy time for us. You'll see in a minute whether things have continued to go well or whether we've taken a bit of a nosedive. But I do want to tell you that, again, because I'm tinkering around and trying to find the best format for it, the format for these videos has changed. So now you'll probably get a couple of live games, little summaries on the stats screen of the other games, and obviously any other news, and hopefully that will help me get these videos out a bit quicker, and it'll take less time for me to sort of record everything and edit everything, and we can get the series sort of up and motoring again, hopefully at a decent pace. It has slowed down to almost a crawl over the Christmas period, unfortunately, but we're looking to rectify that. But now, on with the action. Okay, right, it is New Year's Day. We are home crew, we are on good form. So let's see if we can keep that going. We've got quite a backup, sort of heavy lineup. Not many starters. Joby Bellingham's still in, Yaros is in goal, but pretty much everyone else has been moved in because we had a game 2 days ago. So let's have a look. Been on a good run lately. Go and impress me. Okay. Here we go at Fratton Park. I think we won at Crew. So, I'll be hoping to repeat the feat. So we can close in on Barrow, who do have a game in hand. Well, actually, no, we're playing our extra game now. Let's encourage the boys. Again, dominating the game. Need to find that goal. Anyone? Well, this is a thriller, isn't it? I mean, we are dominating the game, but no. Okay, well, what did you think of that first half? I was impressed. I particularly loved the way nothing happened. Okay, come on. We have been the better team. Keep doing what you're doing. Come on, boys. Let's not get sucker punched like we have in the past. Right. I'm going to demand more now, lads. You need to be putting a bit more effort now. Oh, it's highlight, and it's ours. Eccles with the free kick. Oh, close but no cigar. Well, right, let's make some subs. Let's get some people on here and might do something a bit more. Right. Oh, right. Duhaney, you're going to have to go on. Swanson's a bit tired and he's on a booking. Tunnicliffe is also dead on his feet. Mingy, I think, can go in that position. Bellingham. I mean, Adeniran, it's not what he does now, but he can do it. Probably. I don't know. Ben Knight. Right, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. No, he is not left-sided. But Arsgaard has got a left foot, or a right foot, in fact. So let's put Ben Knight on, and let's get Georgie Kelly on as well. It's a quintuple substitution. Shaking things up. Give the boys a bit of encouragement. Oh, there we go. It's a highlight. Jonas flings it forward aimlessly. Go on, win it. There we go. Eccles gets it over the top. Knight, he's got a man in the middle. Kelly! Georgie Kelly, 10th goal of the season. Finally the breakthrough. Took 80 minutes, but we got there in the end. Let's try not to throw it away, having gained a hard-won lead. Right, come on. Let's get a second. No, no, no. Oh, Welcome to Fratton Park. Is that literally their first shot of the game? I mean, try diving that way rather than doing the splits, you muppet. Maybe you'd have stopped it. That is their first shot on target, certainly. Oh, welcome to Portsmouth, everyone. This is what we do. Great. Move on. Right, this was a decent performance. First half was not as good as we'd like. We didn't dominate them quite as much as we often do, but we had the lead at half time, and the second half took control of the game. Comfortable 3-1 win. Excellent stuff from Bellingham, scored another couple of goals. I really hope we can get him next season because we're going to miss him if he goes. This was a revenge game. We needed to beat Bradford. They beat us at their place. Came from behind to do it, and another game we shouldn't have dropped the points in, or should have at least got a draw from. Weren't quite at our best, dominant sort of selves in this one, and Laurent Tolage, who had been complaining that he wasn't playing often enough, got the start in this one. Got a penalty, scored a late second, comfortable 2-0 win. This was a trip to the last team to beat us in the league at this point, and there's something about Swindon. I don't know what it is. They're mid-table, they're mediocre, they are not anywhere near the side we are. As you can see from these, we got the better scoring chances, we generally outplayed them, especially in the first half, led 1-0 at half time. Conceded our standard ball over the top, bang, in goal. And honestly, there were times when I was wondering if we were going to throw this one away as well. We held on for the point, but the fact we have not beaten Swindon this season despite outplaying them twice is very disappointing. We bounced back from the Swindon disappointment of that draw with a very comfortable win over Wimbledon. We dominated the first half an hour or so. We scored 3 goals in that time, including like 3 in 10 minutes. And the second half was a little bit more of an even affair, but we got another goal right near the start of it, and Wimbledon were never going to take the points off us. I mean, XG wise, you can see they actually almost matched us, but honestly, I didn't see most of those chances because they only got 2 shots on target. So for all the chances they created, their finishing was shocking. And yeah, comfortable win. Okay, it's a trip north to Carlisle, long trip for us. Carlisle are not doing well, we still are, but Northampton are keeping the pressure on. They're the only ones who are, really. We've got an 8-point gap to Walsall now. But we do really need to keep on winning. So, let's have a look. Let's pump the old fists. And apparently they're 8th in the form table whilst being 19th in the table. God, how bad were they when they started? And apparently we do owe them after what happened in the last game. Oh yes, that was another one of those games where we really should have won and somehow managed to presumably lose. Right, why are they playing in that? They play in blue and white. Why aren't they playing in blue and white and we're in our away kit? What is going on here? This game's confusing me already. Oh my word. Right, actually, let's get a little bit of light on my face. Right, here we go, boys. Now, we have got... Oh, do you know, just missed. We have got a new signing, Husband, in at left-back today. I mean, he's kind of a centre-back as well, but we needed a more improvement at left-back, and we have actually signed a new centre-back, Will Boyle, to replace Joshua Albert, who is just annoying the living daylights out of me, so he is leaving. Ginelli, was he on? Well, it seems to have counted. He looked a mile offside, but apparently, well, that's close. It's close, but we'll take it. Oh, hello, straight from the kickoff. Oh, right. What's happening now? Okay. Well. Oh, hello, Yaros. Get back in that goal, son. Get back in that goal. Oh, Orsgaard. Jonsson. Oh, Johnson, probably, actually. Misjudged that, but we've not done anything with it. Oh, bad touch there. Duhaney. Oh, husband. Oh, that's a beautiful touch by the new boy. Is this highlight going anywhere, or are we just watching the rest of the game now? Oh, what is... What? Well, that was weird. Right, come on, boys. Second goal. Always important, the second goal. Obviously, the first one is important as well, because you can't get a second one without a first one, but... Oh, husband. Oh, he's bowed through. Ginelli scores again. Oh, well, husband's had a whale of a start so far, hasn't he? I don't think I've got Boyle on the bench. By the way, our other new signing. This is deadline day as well, so... oh, for God's sake. See, this is why we needed the second goal, because I know you lot. You'll always do something stupid. And, you know, leaving a huge red-headed man who's difficult to spot, clearly, unmarked at the far post, not advisable, really. Go on, Bellingham, hit it. Oh, he's tried to dink one forwards. Not entirely sure why. Oh, Ginelli fires it back. Oh, Bellingham side foots it past the post. I mean, as usual, we are dominating proceedings. I'd like a third goal now, because I'd like a 2-goal lead. Especially having had a 2-goal lead, I wouldn't want you to give that away. Right, well, we've been far the better side, as usual. Right, come on. Capable of better. Let's play better. Let's do even more. Orsgaard. Oh, it's a lovely move. Ginelli, hat-trick. Oh, my word. He'd only scored once for us before today. He's got a hat-trick. Beautiful bit of... Look at this move from Orsgaard here. Just... He's got the man coming out to him, and all of a sudden just goes on his left foot, takes it to the byline. Ginelli taps it home. Beautiful stuff. Okay, here's the man of the moment, Ginelli. Oh, husband. Oh, Georgie Kelly, you cheeky little man. Look at that little smile on his face in that picture. It's like he knows he's about to do that when that picture's being taken. He's like thinking, oh, I'm going to score a really cheeky goal one day. I was going to be like, oh, beautiful. There we go. Come on, lads. Let's take them to the cleaners. Right, Barrow are winning. Doncaster are either not winning or not playing. Aye. Morris. Oh, that's... Oh, how has he scored from there? I mean, it was good defending originally. Just out of interest. Who is that? That's husband. It was good defending, but it ricocheted through him. And then, somehow, I mean, A, the angle, but B, Yaros's entire body is in the way. And then somehow, it wasn't. Right, hang on. I just need to pause and have a look. Doncaster are not playing, so they do have a game in hand. Right, okay. Right, let's have a butcher's. What we got here. Right, Oliphant can go on. Duhaney can come off because he's a bit tired. Let's give Bellingham a bit of a rest. Right, Callum Hendry needs some match time. There we go, last 20 minutes. I'm not entirely sure how we've conceded 2 goals in this game, but I suppose I'll have to accept it. Because it's happened. Not a lot I can do about it now, is there? That being the nature of, you know, time and causality and all that malarkey. Don't concede a third, for God's sake, boys. They have not done enough to get a third. This is a sort of game where if you'd only scored once and they'd scored 3 somehow, we'd really be questioning how we were losing it. Oh, my word. Offside, anyway. Right. I mean, I am going to start time wasting because it worries me that you boys are capable of doing something stupid in the last 10 minutes. Go on, Wolfsgard. Run, run. There we go. Oh, he's got to the byline again. Hendry! He's just got a happy smile. Rather than that cheeky little one that Georgie Kelly's got. But both forwards have scored today. Hendry hasn't had a lot of game time recently, but he thunders that home on the half volley. Beautiful. 5-2. Yes, please. We will now just waste the last few minutes, hopefully. Giannelli, just because you call a hat-trick doesn't mean you can just give him the ball. That's not a quid pro quo that's available to you, son. Oof. The bar. Well, Carlisle, of course, there's far too many problems here. Well, I mean, keep it under your hats. But that table showed us top of the league when that game finished. So unless there's been a late goal for Barrow, we might be top. Right, we've made a few signings and there's been a few departures in January to catch you up on. So, first the departures. Jasper Moon has gone out on loan to get him some game time. He's well down the list of centre-back players on the depth chart. So, he's gone to Dunfermline in Scotland, so hopefully he'll get some game time there. And will come back a slightly better man. Connor McLennan, who just wasn't really playing for us, he has gone to Burton Albion. We've got 140,000 for him somehow. They seem to see a lot more in him than I do. He's got a lot of pace, but he's really not got much else in the way of technicals and mentals. So happy to get the money and run. And on the last day of the transfer window, Jack Walton, who was not going to sign for us in the new season, he expressed that sentiment. He was not going to re-sign. He would have been out of contract at the end of the season. So, and this I did with like 3 hours of the window left or something, I think, possibly even later. I was just like, right, well, let's see if we can just get some money for him. And lo and behold, Huddersfield were prepared to pay 56 grand for him. I would assume he would be their backup. I can't see him starting there. I'd be very surprised if he does. He was our backup. So, yeah, just happy to ship him off the books and get a bit of cash for him before his contract ran out. Now, the ins. James Husband. Now, he is my big signing of the January window. He's an improvement at left back, which was a little bit of a weakness for us. He can play centre back as well. He's 30 years old. He's consistent. He's a good sort of team player. Got the work rate. And you'll have seen it by now. His first performance for us was magnificent. 2 assists, an 8.5. He's made a very good start. I'm very happy with that signing. Now, Will Boyle was signed on deadline day, basically to replace someone who'd never actually left, because no one wanted him apparently. But Josue Albert, as you may have picked up from the highlights in some of the other games, I'm not sure what I might have mentioned in various matches at this point, but he is being a little git, basically. He continually complains that he's not getting first team football, and half the time I want him, he's gadded off on international duty for French Guiana. So I tried to get rid of him. I've got his replacement already, and honestly I don't care whether he lives or dies now. The man is dead to me. So Will Boyle will come in. He hasn't played for us yet, but hopefully he can just slot in and replace Albert, who can do one. And one final little bit of business, and this was in the last hour of the deadline day. We got Max O'Leary in. I was a little bit reticent because I didn't know if he'd accept being a backup. He did. We got him 50 grand, and he will obviously replace Jack Walton, who he's probably at least about as good as. And like I say, he is happy with being a backup. So yeah, we've got him for a couple of years, and he will be a useful addition to the squad, I think, whilst we wait for Oluwayemi to decide whether he's ever going to be any good or not. All of which excitement has left us with this glorious situation. We are top of the league on goal difference, admittedly, and Doncaster and Barrow have a game in hand. But considering where we'd slid to in September, October time, the fact that we are now top and unbeaten for a long time in the league is fantastic. This is such a difference to last season, as you will readily appreciate. And I just hope we can continue the good form. I've no reason to suspect otherwise. We've got good players for this level. We're on fine form. We're in good morale. And I don't think anyone's complaining too much about game time, and those who are probably deserve a bit more than they've got. So I think we should be able to keep this going. The fact that we're only 3 points ahead of fourth is a little annoying. I do wish Northampton would naff off. But yeah, I can't complain with the situation as it is at the moment. So, with that said, thank you very much for joining me for this Portsmouth edition. And I will either see you next time or see you over at St Mary's. So, bye-bye for now.